Hi, my name is Morgan Chen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I recently just did a content switch, and so I'm now focusing on art. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of drawing, and I thought I would do some birds. So you can see me here looking for inspiration on Pinterest, which is a place that I go to find pictures and different things to draw. So like I said, I did do a content switch. If you've seen my videos before, you know that before I was doing virtual reality and tech videos, talking about changing careers and all of that really exciting stuff. But now I decided to switch gears a little bit to focus on art content. The reason I decided to make this switch is because I've been a little burnt out, kind of like I said in the previous video. Oh, and if you didn't watch that, go back and watch the previous video. I talk all about why I'm making a content change. But yeah, like I said, I was pretty burnt out of doing tech in VR all day at work and then coming home and doing more of it for personal things and then for YouTube. And I just wanted a hobby that had nothing to do with my job, that was just for me and just for fun. So I decided to learn how to draw, which I absolutely don't know how to do yet. Got to keep that positive mindset in there. So I'm taking classes on Udemy. This class is called The Art and Science of Drawing, I think it is. It's amazing. It starts off with fundamentals of how to draw shapes, which sounds really stereotypical, but then the teacher actually shows you how to transfer that into drawing, how to see the different shapes in animals, plants, all kinds of things, and then how to connect the lines you make as you draw the shapes and build off of that to draw the entire thing that you're creating. What I'm doing here is starting off with the shapes. I know it's really light, so I'm sorry if it's hard to see, but I'm basically just doing the oval of the bird's body. Right now I'm working on the circle of the bird's head. I did a rounded kind of rectangle for the tail, and I'm just looking to see, are these shapes placed on the page where I want them to be? Are they at the right angle? Are they the right size? Do I need to make any changes? The teacher of the course is always talking about how when you start to get into details, it gets really difficult to make changes to the main shape. So I'm just making sure the foundation is right, and I'm really taking my time there before I move on. On top of that, I just started drawing like yesterday. So I'm very slow. And then you can see on the page next to where I'm drawing all of my practice. I did warm up of just a bunch of different shapes just to practice. A new thing for me is learning to draw with my entire arm instead of just my wrist. That's been really difficult, but I've been using this overhand pencil grip that's been really helpful. And I'm using that grip to just do the light foundation of the bird that I'm drawing and really taking my time. I think so far my journey has been really interesting. I have just been going through the first 2 weeks of the class that I'm taking online and just really practicing in this sketchbook that I have as much as I can whenever I have free time. It is really vulnerable to be sharing so early in the journey. So much of me wants to wait until I'm completely this like perfect, amazing drawer before I share with you all my progress or what I'm doing. So I can be like, oh yeah, that's my progress, or look how good I am. But I'm actively fighting against that. It doesn't matter how good I am, and I'm telling this to myself for me, but hopefully it helps you. It doesn't matter if I'm good or bad, and whatever that means. I mean, it's art. It's about just having fun and enjoying myself and enjoying the journey to wherever it is that I'm trying to go. But this has really been helping my negative self-talk. I don't know if you guys struggle with that too. If you do, let me know in the comments. But doing art has really helped me intentionally think about the things that I'm thinking about myself and make sure that I'm thinking positive things. Like, am I being kind to myself? And drawing is something that's really difficult for me. So it gives me a lot of opportunity to practice this. Right now, I'm focusing on kind of realistic drawing. I don't think that that's where I'm going to want to focus as time goes on. I'm really interested in a more illustrated style, a more animated type of style, something more cartoony, a little bit more fun. But I know that it's important to learn the foundations of drawing and art before I try to do all these other things, just so that when things go wrong later on, I actually have a better idea of what's happening and I can actually fix it. Honestly, I'm really proud of the shape of this bird that I have now and how similar it is in likeness to the bird I found on Pinterest. I mean, it's not perfect, right? But I think for a brand new artist, a beginner, this is actually really good, and I'm practicing being kind to myself. And it's kind of cool because you can already see my style coming out just in the way that I'm holding the pencil and making the lines. It's going to look completely different than if you were to draw this yourself. So already I'm seeing my style come out, and it feels really energizing and fun, and that's who I am as a person. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that. If not, definitely subscribe. We would love to have you here. But yeah, I'm really energetic, I'm really fun, and I want to transfer that into my art as well. I think the bird's progressing well, but this is where I start to struggle with, oh my gosh, it looks a hot mess. And I have to remind myself that it doesn't have to look good until the end. So I think for me, I'm so used to being able to do something and then quickly see the results or quickly see like, oh my gosh, it looks great. And so this is a bit different because it takes a lot of layers, a lot of going back over the same spot, a lot of details, shading, textures, things that I haven't even learned how to do yet to really make a complete realistic drawing. And so I'm trying to take the pressure off myself to just do a little bit at a time, do the big shapes, connect the big shapes, add the details. And as I come in and I darken the lines and I add more details, it's gonna start to look better as the drawing progresses. And then another thing I like to do sometimes is just take a step back away from the drawing and look at it from a distance. Sometimes I'm like staring at it so much and I'm like, okay, this, But then when I step back, I'm like, wait a minute. Yes. This actually is pretty good. It kind of blows me away because, like I said a few weeks ago, I didn't know how to do any of this. So really, really awesome. And I'm super proud of myself and just kind of enjoying it. In my day job currently, I am a product designer. And one thing that is key to the work that we do is feedback from users, from other people on our team, just various stakeholders, right? And I want to bring that practice of feedback into my art as well. I want to open up this to be a space where people can give feedback to me on what I'm doing. And so there's so much that I can learn from you and that we can learn from each other. You guys can learn from each other who watch this video and leave comments. So definitely leave comments if you see me doing something that might not be right, or if you have another way that I could try something, a trick I could learn, or a video I should watch, anything like that. I really want to have this be something where I can get feedback, I can be open to receiving feedback well, I can learn and I can grow. And I just want to say, be kind, please. This is a really kind, welcoming space. I am going to be documenting my journey and just showing my slow progress over time, starting here, and I'm excited to see where I go with my art journey. I have really been enjoying it and have loved having something to look forward to when I come home from work, something to just relax and just do in my free time. If you're interested, I would love to have you subscribe. And if this video was something you really liked, definitely like it and tell me so I can do more drawing with me videos and we can just have a nice little chit chat. I hope you have an awesome day.